He's also known for his taste for magic beans.
In this court today, we are here to try an individual accused of many heinous acts. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will ask you all to keep in mind this important and difficult concept throughout the many grueling hours of this trial. This concept is that guilty is the opposite of not guilty, and not guilty is the opposite of guilty. Now then, court is in session.
Your Honor, sir, I have no counsel.
What? Oh, yes, of course. Well, where's your counsel? Did you check in your pockets, under the tea cushions, behind your cushion?
No, I haven't, but...
What? You don't have a refrigerator?
No, that's not what I
How do you
meant.
keep your milk fresh? Oh, you mean your lawyer. Yeah, really. Oh, she's a lot of fun. Miss Evil Stepmother.
I apologize, Your Honor, everyone, for my lateness. Again, I apologize to everyone.
May I inquire as to why you were late, Counselor?
You know what? I would come up with some like excuse, but really, forget it. I don't really do pro bono work, so I'm not all that excited about this case, to be honest with you. Plus, I think it's pretty much doomed failure, so I didn't really prepare a whole lot, and I was kind of putting some things together at the last minute. And I was up late last night yelling at my stepdaughter to clean the cinders out of the fireplace, so I thought I'd sleep in a little and treat myself to a nice long breakfast with my colleague in fitness over there. So we're going to get this thing going. I have a facial scheduled for 5.
Yes. Right. Objection.
The trial hasn't even started yet.
Your Honor, I object to the counsel for the defense's behavior. She is clearly making a mockery of this courtroom, and you are allowing it. Oh, I am? Oh, well, that's not good. A bit of wisdom for you. Being late is wrong. Wrong, the opposite of right. Right, the opposite of left. Therefore, if you are late, I will have to ask you to leave. Now then, opening remarks. Miss Godmother. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to correct a grave injustice. By chance, Mr. Wolf was spared the punishment he rightfully deserved. He is a grave criminal who has lurked in this forest for years, preying on innocent little girls. Yeah!
Shush, child. Behave yourself.
Innocent little girls, innocent little boys, innocent little kids, innocent little old women, and innocent little sheep. My clients have been frightened, threatened, tricked, and robbed. And I'm sure I'm leaving something out, because of a mere accident, this twisted beast will not get the punishment he rightfully deserves. So we must take from him everything we can. That beast over there must be left with nothing, because he has left my clients hurt, frightened, and homeless. Thank you. Miss Stepmother?
No, I waive it.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. No statement. Thanks, Bill.
You're not going to even try? You're not going to do anything for me?
Look, Wolfie, nobody's gonna save you, and even if somebody were going to, it sure shouldn't be me.
I'm doomed. I'm going to be robbed blind.
Oh, come on. You did all of it, didn't you?
Yes, but why won't anybody understand?
Miss Godmother,
Understand
call
what?
your first witness. I'd like to call to the stand Miss Little Red Riding Hood.
Understand what it's like to have everyone hate you.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen? Rebecca, honey, how are you, dear?
I'd be a whole lot better if I got that monster's cash.
Right. Now, Red, sweetie, why don't you tell the good people of the jury what exactly happened between you and Mr. Wolf on the day in question?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, you see, I was walking through the woods, minding my business, trying to get to my granny's house to burn her some bread because she's old and sick and stuff. When this horrible, scary wolf jumps out and pretends to be all nice and stuff. But I know he's creepy, and I'm like, back off, Wolf. And he's like, no, come on, I'm all nice and stuff. How about you take this shortcut or whatever to get to your granny's house? And I'm like, well, actually, shortcuts are good. I hate walking. It's for losers. I guess this wolf wouldn't just make up some shortcut or whatever. So I start walking. Turns out the freaking wolf did make it up. He gave me like a long cut or something to get to my granny's house and eat her.
My word, he ate her grandmother. I'm so sorry for you, child. What happened next?
Well, then he dressed up as her and got in her bed.
What? That is appalling. What sort of perverse reason could he have had for doing that?
He wanted to trick me into thinking he was my granny. And then, when I got close enough, he ate me too!
Ate you too? Consumption of a live human being is a felony and a deprivation of one's basic rights.
Oh, it was horrible until Mr. Woodcutter got us out of there. It was so dark and clammy and acidic in there.
It sounds horrible, dear.
Oh, it was. Oh, I can't take it.
There, dear. Why don't you just go sit back down?
Okay. Objection! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
Oh, but she's so sad. Yes, absolutely too sad to be questioned. I'm sorry.
No, wait a minute here. You can't do that. I have the right to cross-examine the witness.
But I'm too sad, see?
Yes, according to Clause A, Section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Legal Code 22F, extreme sadness may excuse the witness from further testimony. Yes, well, if that's the case, then
You just made that up.
the witness is excused.
What?
The witness is excused. Please sit down, Miss Dutton. Huh. Do you have any other witnesses, Miss Godmother? Yes, I'd like to call to the stand Miss Grandmother Hood. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
You betcha.
Thanks, Granny.
I'd prefer Miss Hood, please.
Yes, of course. Now, Miss Hood, tell me something. Do these things belong to you?
Why, yes, those are my things.
And what are you wearing the day you encountered the defendant?
Those items.
Anything else?
Just my undies, dear. That's none of your business.
Yes, of course. Now, is it correct that when your granddaughter encountered the defendant, he was wearing these same items?
Well, not all the exact same items. I mean, I had a spare nightgown and bonnet, but only one pair of glasses.
And it was when he had eaten you. Is that correct?
In most times,
So not only did the big bad wolf eat an old woman and her granddaughter, but insisted that the old woman who desperately needed glasses before he did so?
yes, it was terrible.
Terrible. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard that one before, haven't we? Miss Hunt's granddaughter described the events in the exact same way. And quite frankly, I think that they're being kind as it is in their nature to do so. So not only did the defendant eat an old woman, but made her desperately needed eyeglasses without the ability to see. The psychological strain Miss Hood must have endured is unthinkable. That's all, Miss Hood. You're a witness. I'm going to examine the witness, Miss Dutton.
Oh, I can't examine this one. Thanks so much. Miss Hood, let me ask you this.
Yes?
How did the defendant get you to remove your glasses? Did he ask you? None of this is in the statement you gave the authorities. Your statement just jumps from the wolf came in to he ate you to then you were joined by your granddaughter in the wolf's stomach. That's all we get. Now what happened?
Well, I didn't exactly.
I see you're not wearing your glasses today. Do you have contact lenses, Miss Hood?
Yes.
And isn't it true you were in fact wearing contact lenses at the time Mr. Wolf encountered your cottage?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, so you were able to see just fine, weren't you?
Yes, yes, I was.
That's very interesting, Miss Hood. I think I'm just about done. You know, I have one more question.
Yes?
What sort of carpet do you have on your floor, Miss Hood?
Which room?
In your bedroom, of course.
Wolfgang.
Wolfskin. Well, that's fascinating. Who made that carpet, Miss Hood?
My late husband and myself.
I see. No further questions, Your Honor.
Where did that come from?
Hey, baby, I didn't say I didn't work too hard in this case. Doesn't mean I'm still not the best there is. Besides, maybe I'll like you a little bit all of a sudden.
This is a stunning turn of events. This case may prove more of a challenge for Miss Fairy Godmother than she had planned.
Shut up! The witness is excused. Would you care to call another witness, Miss Godmother? Yes, yes I would. I would like to call to the stand Mr. Bill Woodcutter. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
I do indeedy.
Now, tell me, Mr. Woodcutter,
I'm a woodcutter. I cut wood. I also compete in lumberjack pageants. I won best in Flannel
Yes,
Island.
yes. So, as part of your job, you carry an axe. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And you are licensed to use that axe in case of emergencies, are you not?
Yes, I am.
In fact, is it not part of the woodcutter's code that you must always respond to innocent people in need?
It is part of the code, and I uphold that part of the code.
So, in other words, when you encounter an emergency in the forest, you are obligated to respond quickly and courageously.
Yes, I am.
And so you did, sir. You are a true hero, sir.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
No further questions, Your Honor. Re-examine the witness, Miss Stepmother.
Yes. Mr. Woodcutter, let's talk about this woodcutter's code, shall we?
Okay.
How do you know when there's an emergency in the woods you need to respond to?
Well, if something looks wrong, I'm licensed to respond to it.
I see. You see it then, do you? Well now, Mr. Woodcutter, would you care to tell me what prompted you into going into Mrs. Hood's cottage that day? There seems to be nothing in the police report about why you went in. Did you hear a scream?
No, not exactly.
Did you see the defendant enter the house and then become suspicious?
No, okay. I was snooping around the house.
Snooping? Whatever for?
I was looking for a pie to steal off the windowsill.
And why would you do that? I thought you were a hero.
Cutting wood don't pay so good. That's why I do the pageants. But you don't make the big money unless you get first place. I haven't done that yet. I was hungry.
And then when you were trying to steal something, you happened to see what in the window exactly?
I saw that there wolf sitting in the old lady's bed in her clothes licking his chops.
Well, all right then. Tell me though, how did you know? I mean, absolutely for sure that Mr. Wolf had eaten your friends and you were justified to cutting him open. Because that's what you did, isn't it? You cut my client open with an axe, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How did you know, Mr. Woodcutter? Couldn't Mr. Wolf have been a friend of Miss Hood's who occasionally likes to wear her nightgown? How did you know that he was not one of her friends and that the two other ladies weren't in the other room?
Well, he's a wolf.
Because he's a wolf? No other reason?
Nope.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Another string cross-examination by stepmother. This is interesting.
Shut up!
Why don't we go to commercial?
Do you have another witness, Miss Stepmother? Yes. Yes, I do. I would like to call to the stand the three little pigs.
Objection! You can't call three witnesses at once.
Your Honor, it is essential to my case that the witnesses be called at one time. It is? Well, no, but they insist on testifying together. Quiet.
Your Honor, there are first events.
Well, this is unorthodox, but I suppose so. Counselor, why don't you join us? What is it?
You see, my siblings aren't really competent because I can find out.
What do you mean? They're, immature.
No, you can say it. They're stupid. They're stupid.
I see. Well, I see no problem. Miss Stepmother?
I think I'm fine with that.
Very well. Three little pigs, please approach the bench. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
What?
Yes. Good enough. Now, could you please give your names to the court?
Tell the nice lady your name.
Oh, my name is One. One, don't you mean?
Don't worry about it.
My name is T. Well.
My name is 3.
Now, One, could you please tell the house in your house?
My house? Oh, my house. I built a house, then it fell down. Now I live in a brand new house.
How did your house fall down?
A fox blew it down.
A fox? Are you sure it wasn't a wolf?
Oh! What's he doing here? He's gonna buffeting me!
No, calm down. Is that the creature that blew down your house?
Yes, it was the fox!
Now, anyway, Tiwa? Tiwa?
Huh? Oh, me?
Yeah. That creature also blew down your house?
No, I live with 1 and 3 in a nice house. I already have a kitchen and a fireplace and
No. Your first house. Did he blow down your first house?
Oh, My first house. Oh, yeah, it was that guy.
That wolf right there.
Wolf? Oh, no, where?
No. You're safe now. Three, would you like to tell your story to the court?
Gladly, my lady. You see, my siblings and I have always lived together until last year when we decided to move out of our parents' and our childhood home and build our own homes. Not too far away from each other, but far enough to allow ourselves a reasonable amount of independence.
I see.
Well, one day, that blasted, bloated, maniacal wolf came around and blew down both of my siblings' homes. And they came to live with me out of fear that he might attempt to eat them. We were all so frightened for such a time as he lurked outside of our home. We barely ate, we barely slept, and our personal hygiene went to the dogs. I mean, look at all this hair in my chinny chin chin. I haven't shaved in weeks.
You poor dear. You poor dear.
Yes, it was abominable.
Ladies and gentlemen, these pigs were so frightened they couldn't even shave.
He told us he would puff and blow our houses down unless we let him in. And he called us the three little pigs.
Wait, doesn't everyone?
Well, yes, but he said it in a really mean, nasty sort of way that made me think he was trying to demean us. It hurt my feelings immensely.
Your Honor, I have no further questions. I am too outraged with the defendant's behavior. Very well, Miss Godmother. Have a seat. Miss Stepmother?
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, tell me something.
I was trying to pickle my own feet. What? I told you something.
No, I want you to tell me what you did with your feet. I want you to tell me what your first house is made of.
No.
Straw. Straw, I see. And you, T-Will? I'm not kosher. What? No, I don't want you to tell me that. I want you to tell me what your first house is made of. That has nothing to do with me not being kosher. No, it doesn't. What was your first house made of? Sticks. Sticks, I see. And you three? What is the house in which you now all three reside? What is it now made of? Brick. And it hasn't blown over by means of wolf or anything else? No, it has not. What about your siblings' former homes? Are straw and sticks building materials improved by the board? No, I don't think so. Do you think your siblings' homes would have lasted in, say, a hurricane or a tornado or, well, in a light breeze? No, I do not. Oh, but they're very city cozy now, aren't they? Yes. One last thing. Did my client ever say he was going to eat any of you?
No.
No. So how do you know that's what he wanted to do? How do you know he wasn't just trying to make sure your homes were safe and secure?
Well, because,
No further questions, Your Honor.
Very well. The witnesses are excused. Your Honor, I have one more witness. Call him. I would like to call from the stand Mr. Old Shepherd. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
yes, I do.
Now, tell me, Mr. Wolf, what is it you do for a living?
Well, I'm a shepherd. I herd sheep.
And who's the boy?
Oh, that there's my boy. He watches my sheep sometimes.
And what did she tell you one day?
It was actually 3 days.
Why don't you just tell us what happened on the third day?
Well, all right. Well, third day, the boy got up and there was a wolf in the field. And the wolf stole some of my sheep, ate them, and threatened the boy up in a tree.
I see.
But nobody came to help the boy because you see that 2 days before that.
Really enough. Thank you, Mr. Shepherd. Your witness, counselor?
Thank you, Mr. Shepherd.
Yes, Mr. Shepherd. Are you certain the wolf was my client that stole your sheep?
I don't know, you'd have to ask the boy.
I see. So we'd have to ask the boy.
Well, would you like to tell me what happened on the first 2 days you mentioned?
Ah, yes. Well, the first day, the boy found out there was a wolf in the field. Everybody in the town came up to check it out. But then we got up there was none. Then he did the same thing the next day, so I guess on the last day, nobody came up to check it out.
I see. So your boy isn't very reliable, is he?
Well, I just...
And nobody but the boys saw my client steal the sheep or threaten the boy?
Well, no.
And in fact, the wolf did steal your sheep and threaten the boy, but the only way we know it was this particular wolf is by hearing what the boy has to say, isn't it?
Well, I suppose so.
Your Honor, this man's testimony is essentially hearsay.
Yes, I see. Why are you still talking?
You are excused, Mr. Shepherd.
Does the counsel for the plaintiff have any further witnesses to call? No. Miss Stepmother?
Yes, well, the defense would like to call surprise hostile witness then. The defense calls the boy who cried wolf.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be good.
Object! Oh, never mind. Come along, young man.
But I don't wanna.
I'm afraid you have to, sir.
Well, fine then.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
I guess so.
Very well. Tell me something. Did you ever on any day see a wolf in the field?
Yeah, of course I did. The third day, just like the old guy said.
And are you sure the wolf you saw was my client?
Yeah? I mean, they all look the same to me, those wolves.
And I'm just wondering, why did you pretend on the other days?
Well, because I thought it'd be funny. It was. You should have seen all their stupid faces.
And that's very interesting. Why did you lie?
Well, because everyone knows wolves are bad. Big and bad, you know?
Everyone knows wolves are just naturally bad, huh?
Yep.
But not little boys, huh?
What are you driving at, lady?
Are you aware that a prank emergency call is a crime, young man?
Huh? Yeah, sure. Someone's always trying to spoil my fun.
So you knew you were breaking the law when you cried wolf?
Heck yeah.
But wolves are just naturally bad, huh?
I don't need this from you, lady.
No further questions from you, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions, Miss Godmother?
Look, can I go? I gotta go flush some live fish down the toilet.
No, I don't.
Wow, you sure are something.
You know, my friend, things might not be as bad as we thought.
Do you have another witness, Miss Stepmother?
Yes, I would like to call an expert witness to stand, the renowned psychiatrist, Miss Muffet. She's the top of specialist in the field with years of hands-on experience in the deep dark woods. You want to read that to the court?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
I don't like swearing.
I'm afraid you must, Miss Muffet.
All right. Yes, I swear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated.
Oh, no.
Pardon me?
I need a tuffet.
What?
A tuffet. A tuffet, sir. She needs a tuffet.
Oh, yeah. That thing. Somebody go get a tuffet, please.
I don't think anyone knows what that is.
Oh, thank heavens, neither do I.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. She's a bit neurotic, but she's the best psychiatrist around. If you have a tuffet anywhere.
What's taking so long?
Miss Muffet requires,
A tuffet. I need a tuffet.
right, yeah. Like I always say, there's no such thing as good psychiatry without a sturdy tuffet.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well, why don't we just have her stand?
Very well. Miss Muffet, the state is unable to provide you with said tuffet. Do you mind standing?
But my legs are so tired. I need a tuffet.
Please.
Well,
This is
here as my witness. May I simply call my final witness?
Yes, of course.
I would like to call to stand Mr. Big B. Wolf.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
I do.
Mr. Wolf, why don't you just tell the court what you have to say about all of this?
Very well. Not sure where to begin. I'm a wolf of few words, but here goes. When I was just a cub, I lived a pretty carefree life. I stayed in the cave most of the time and played with my brothers and sisters. And Mother brought home some meat every night for dinner. But one day, Mother brought home something different though, but a human baby. We raised the baby as one of our own, and I loved my sister like she was a wolf herself. But one day, she returned to her people, and I never saw her again. But I swore that day, though, that I would always protect and love creatures of other species. And I swore off the usual activities of wolfhood and became a vegan. One day, when I was looking for dandelions in a field of sheep, a boy came and cried out, "Wolf, wolf, he's taking the sheep, he's going to eat me." I suddenly became enraged. How could this boy suspect me of exactly what I'd sworn never to do? I yelled at him, trying to tell him I was a good wolf. But the more I yelled, the angrier I became, because the boy just kept on screaming. So, in a blind rage, I took his sheep and scared him half to death. I ate those sheep that night, and after that, I tried to pull my wits together and go back to my old ways. But every time I encountered another species, he or she would run from me, scream, distrust me, or something of the sort. So, gradually, I didn't know how else to interact with the world. So, I turned to a life of crime. I did all the things I've been accused of, I admit it. But if I can only ask for this once, if you believe me, if you take pity, if you have mercy, then maybe I'll be able to change. That's all, I guess. Thank you.
Very well.
Stop the trial! Stop the trial! As I was leaving, I saw the television live broadcast. My brother!
What?
It's been so long. You don't recognize me anymore? Oh my! Sister, this is wow! I can't believe it!
The courtroom was thrown into chaos here today as the renowned psychiatrist Miss Muffet revealed her true identity as the adopted human sister of the accused. Miss Fairy Godmother delivered a brief closing statement in which she restated the facts brought up by her witnesses. Miss Stepmother, for the defense, informed the jury that Miss Wolf had not been born a criminal, but made one, simply because of the society in which he lived viewed him as such. And that, as Mr. Wolf has said, if the jury were to show him some compassion, first he's ever known, his ways may begin to change. Now I'll take you back to the courtroom where the jury is about to deliver its verdict.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to give us a verdict.
But they haven't even left the room yet.
We don't have time for that. Nobody likes jury duty. I know I always wish they would just get on with it. All those lawyers yakking away, and those witnesses crying, and those judges, ha! Don't even get me started.
You're not going to even send them out to deliberate?
Nah, we'll just have them clap. It's much easier, don't you think? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need your help. But before I ask you for a decision, I have some words of wisdom to impart. Words that will help you along the way. Like a wise philosopher once said, juries are like submarine sandwiches. They are best with mayo or hot peppers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
No matter what happens, I just want to say thanks.
You know, kid, I'm glad I got forced in this case. I know where you're coming from. I need to talk to my stepdaughter.
When I raise my gavel, I'd like everyone who believes that the defendant is guilty. And that's guilty with a J. G. With a G. Anyone who believes that the defendant, Mr. Big B. Wolf, is guilty with a G. I'd like you to applaud as loudly as you can. Now, when I raise my gavel again, I'd like anyone who believes that the defendant is innocent. And that's innocent with a... no. Anyone to believe that the defendant is innocent. I'd like you to applaud now. Now, you give me a minute to make some calculations. Okay, thanks. The jury has reached a verdict, and they find the defendant innocent on all counts. You couldn't even win a case if your life depended on it. Now, boy, shut it, Grant. I'll fiddlestick. I'll never be able to defend you now.
Well, back to the patent for me. Hope I can scrap a few bucks before the law goes circuit.
Yay! Innocent! We won! Yay!
You're both idiots! Find your own way home.
Well, Fluffy, we did it.
Yeah, thanks a ton.
You bet.
You want to grab a steak?
Huh? You're not gonna become vegan again?
Are you kidding? Now that I've acquired a taste for savory meat?
You mean you actually?
You know, thanks a ton and all, but right now, I just want to get me a steak. Maybe some lamb chops.
But you.
I'll go with you, brother!
Nice to see you and all, sis, but I'm not really a touchy-feely kind of guy. And you really need to chill out on the whole tougher thing. You're way too high-strung. Thanks again, lady. See you around.
I can't believe it.
I know where it all is! You want some curds and whey?
Well, folks, that's that. The trial of the big bad wolf has officially come to a close, and Mr. Wolf has gone off scot-free. Your Honor, do you have any words of final wisdom?
My mother, who was a wise woman, once said, where there's a wall, there's a window. And where there's a window, there's glass. And where there's glass, sometimes a baseball will go through that glass, and then you have to pay a lot of money to fix it. That's it. Thanks, kids.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, folks, that's that. This is Cindy Grimm for EFN saying, may your ever afters always be happy.